There is only one Quran, right? And that every Quran in the world is the same. That's what you've been told. You have been told a lie. Okay, so there are two Qurans today, right? Two.
More than two Qurans.
More than two? Three Qurans?
More than three Qurans.
More than three? Four Qurans?
There are approximately 26 of the Qurans.
26 different Qurans. You guys get these Qurans! Get these Qurans and read them! We're just showing you. Oh, go ahead, start throwing things out. It says they were lied to. They deny. Two different readings.
It's the same thing in Arabic. Read in Arabic.
It's different. Look and see which has the Fatha and which has the Dhamma. The difference is between Fatha and Dhamma. Read it. Read it again.
حتى يقول حتى يقول
The prophets fought, but by the time you get to the war, they were killed. That is a huge
attention. Don't give up.
Your faces, Muslim people, your face from here. Come.
You better go. We're going to make it more and more difficult for you. Muslims, you all believe that this is your book. That this is your Quran, and it is your Quran. This is the Quran written by Al-Hilali and Al-Khan. This is the translation of Al-Hilali and Muslim Khan. Now, you have all been told that this book is eternal, have you not? You have all been told that this book, the Quran, was sent down to a man named Muhammad in 22 years, from 610 to 632, and that it was compiled completely in 652 by Uthman, the third caliph. Yes, am I correct on that? And every one of you Muslims would say yes to that. Or you say no. What have you been told? You don't know. You don't know what you've been told. Okay, here's a Muslim that's a little confused. But that's the classical account. So I'm just repeating what you've told us over the years. And also you have been told that this Quran has never been changed. That the Quran we have in our hand today is the same Quran that has always existed from the eternal tablets that are in heaven, from the time of Muhammad on earth in the 7th century, from the time of Uthman in 652 until today. So that the Arabic that we read here is exactly the same. Have you been told that? Yes, you have. And that there is only one Quran, right? And that every Quran in the world is the same. That's what you've been told. You have been told a lie. But see, how many of you have ever investigated your Quran? How many of you have ever gone to the Arabic Quran? How many of you have ever looked to see whether or not this Quran here, which is the standard Quran here in Britain, it's known as the Al-Hafs Quran, is it not?
Yes, that's right.
This is the Quran that was completed, put together in 1924 at Al-Azhar University.
Why don't you talk about your
in
Bible?
Al-Azhar University, the scholars there at Al-Azhar wrote this book, created this Quran in 1924. Now, Hatun, what does that say? 1924. What does that say? Don't put them up yet.
Why don't you
what does
talk
that
about
say
the Bible?
about
Why
the Quran?
talk
It's a
about the
very
Quran?
new Quran, isn't it?
Why are you scared to talk about your book?
Less than 100 years ago, 1924, folks, this book is only 120.
You are not a Muslim. Why you talk about the Quran?
87 years, less than 90 years
Talk
ago.
about the Bible.
We're going to talk about the
about the
Bible,
Bible.
but the Muslims are going to be scared about what we're talking about next.
Your book is
And the reason why is because we have always assumed you are correct. We have always
Why do
assumed
you worry
that
about
every
us?
Quran in the the same.
Talk about the Bible.
We know
Don't worry
that the
about us.
translations are different, but today we're not talking about the translations. We're talking
Why you
about
every
the
week
Arabic
talk about
Quran.
Islam?
And already the Muslim is upset.
You are a
He
shaitan.
does not want me to
You
talk
are
about
no
the
more than a
Quran.
shaitan.
He does not want me to bring the Quran to
Can
speak
I
his corner.
debate with you? Talk about
And this is the only place we can ask
Be a man.
questions.
Can I debate with you?
Can you see? He doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to talk about the Bible.
Can I debate
We're
with
going to
you
get
on
to
the
the Bible. Now, Hatun, tell me
Debate
here.
with me on the ladder.
Is this the only
Debate with
Quran
me.
that exists today in Arabic?
Why don't you debate
According
with
to
me on the
Muslims, they
ladder?
would say yes.
Why are you scared?
According to tradition,
Why you
answer
talk
is
about
no.
Christianity
And
to a
according to
Christian woman?
history, answer is no. That's not only the Quran. There are approximately
What do you know about the Quran? You are an Armenian.
Wait, did you say, hold on a minute. You're saying there's more than one Quran today.
You run away from truth.
Okay, so there are two Qurans today, right?
More than two Qurans.
More than two, three Qurans?
More than three Qurans.
More than three, four Qurans?
There are approximately 26 of the Quran.
26 different Qurans.
More than that, we have hundreds.
26 Qurans that are different. They are not the
We
same as
have
what you're saying.
1,000. So what?
26
What business of
Arabic
yours?
Qurans, and they are different from one another.
Can you show me some of those 26 Qurans?
Can you show
I
us?
want you to hold up
Can you
these
show
Qurans
us
here.
the original Bible?
Have a look, brothers.
Very good.
Brothers, sisters.
Will you read them?
You read them.
Well, to show the difference.
We're going
If you
to read
say,
them.
More than one Quran.
We are going to show you the differences between these Qurans. But have you read all of them? Have you read every Quran?
this is the
Have you
Quran.
read all the different Qurans today?
This is 27.
You only have
One more.
And that is the problem. You're only looking at one of the 26. See, folks, this Quran is the one you have on your phone. That's true. This is the one you have.
Show us
This is the unpuffed Quran. This is the official Quran. Made official in 1924. But I want you now, Hatun, to help us out. Show me some other Qurans that exist. David, no. David, not now.
You are a liar.
Show us the Quran. This is Pope's Quran. Okay? It also contains the Caliph al-Assad. Caliph al-Assad.
You took a lot of crap. Show us the first
Say that again.
So, this is the
Show us the first chapter.
Okay?
Chapter of everyone. Show us
So it has some words that disagree with the Al-Haq. It has differences in it. Can you show me? I want you to watch this. I want you to see this. Oh, he doesn't want you to see this.
Show us Surah 2.
Every time you see a blue word here, every time you see a blue word, that is a variant from the Quran you have on your phone. That is a different word from the Quran you have on your phone. I just opened one page. Almost every page has variants. There's a variant. 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 Almost 10 variants in one page from the Quran you have in your van right now. And this is just known as the Kufa Quran.
Now, this is the Quran which was sent to Kufa and it is from
It is sent to Kufa. So here's already one. This has many variants, does it not?
You just ignore them, right?
Show us Surah 2.
Brother, listen.
Brother, don't touch me.
These people are ignorant. You just ignore them.
But don't worry, I know him. You don't know him.
You see, these people
I debated with him on the ladder many times.
These people are ignorant.
Here's another Hafs Quran. You think you only have one Quran. Here's another one. And take a look. Every time you see a red word, that is different than the Quran you have on your phone. That is different than the Quran that I have here. Every time you see a red word, folks, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 differences in one page. I'm just opening up pages randomly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 differences.
Two Bibles are different. Two.
Yeah, you say your Quran's all the same.
Where is the original? Where?
We've only looked at 2 Qurans so We've now gone through 3 Hafs Qurans, and this cooling disagrees with that. And every time you see a red word, every time you see a red word, that is different than the Quran we have today. Now you guys get these Qurans and read them. We're just showing you. Oh, go ahead, start throwing things at them. That was for me, wasn't it? Here they're getting angry already. They're already getting angry. Sir, calm down. Calm down. This is Speaker's Corner. I know this is going to get you angry. Go ahead.
I have the right to speak.
Ibn Kathir's Quran. This is Ibn Kathir's Quran. Read. Look at all the differences with each page. Now, do you notice? I have looked at now 4 Qurans. How many we got? So far? We've done 4 Qurans. And in every case, these are words that are different, are they not? This is Al-Duni's Quran. Al-Duni's Quran. We're going to show you. Hold on. We will show you. Hold on. We're going to show you the differences. Now, here we go, folks. This is Al-Duni's Quran. Another Quran. Look at all the differences. Every time you see a red word, that is a different word than the Quran we have today. And we did not publish that Quran. We're going to get to it. One word. This is number 6 or 7. This is the 6th different Quran. You're getting angry, I can tell. You're getting angry.
You took a lot of shit.
Look at the red. Every time you see a red word, it is different than the words you have in your own Quran. We are going to do that. We're going to do that. Hold on. I can see why you're angry. You've not heard this before, have you? This is the first time you're hearing this. Abu Bakr Asim.
Why do you have this
Another Hafs Quran. Abu Bakr Asim. Another Hafs Quran that is different than the other. I'm just opening any page. Every page has manuscript variants, has words or phrases that are different. This is number 8, right? Number 8 Quran.
What about the Quran Bible? What about
Okay, Abi Hari.
What about?
This is the Quran by Abu Hari. Look at all the variants. Every sentence has variants. Every sentence has variants. I'm sorry, folks. It's getting worse. This is number 8. An 8 different Quran. And these are modern Quran. These are not ancient Quran. You can buy these Qurans today. Every one of these Qurans we got where? In Morocco, in Jordan, in Lebanon, and in the Sudan. Number 10.
يا مستر كنتاكي كنتاكي
We're coming to the once Quran. Where were the once Qurans being read? Where were the once Qurans being read? In North Africa. So these are very different. And the is in North Africa. It is different than the Quran we have today. Where are some of the differences? Al-Sabani, we'll get into the Hafs and the Waqf. We're going to do a comparison of these two books, are we not? That's number 10.
This is number 11.
Go wash your hands and your body and you touch your
The Hamza Kalaf Quran. The Hamza Kalaf Quran. Look at all the variants. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. That's number 11,
You
right?
have 10 Bible. I have one. Hey, you have 10 Bible.
So this is number 12. Now come on, Quran.
I have one.
Look at all the variants.
Yes, come.
Variant after variant. Take a picture. Take a picture. Go ahead. Take a picture and read and compare it with your own Quran. Every time you see a red word, it is a variant from the Quran you have today. Oh, I love this.
Don't touch this, okay?
Number 12.
Go your. Wash your hands.
Aldora Quran. Look at all the word variants. Word after word after word. That is different. It's this Quran. This is the Quran we have today. These are all variants. That's number 12.
That's
I'm getting tired. Number 13. And this is the Nafi Quran. Look at the blue. The blue letters are not as big as the ones in your Quran. Look at all of them. Variants, 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 variants. Number 14. Hisham. By Ibn Hisham. Look at it. We're going to get to Surah 2. Wait till you see what we have found. We're going to show you how it's different. Number 14. Al-Hashimi Quran. Another Quran. Look at the variants. The red words. Every time you see a red word, it is different than your Quran on your phone. Number 15. Number 15. By Abu Bakr Hassim. This one can be found. You can find this one in Jordan. You can find this one in Lebanon. Look at the red words again. You all see. I'm just opening any page. Almost every page has differences. In the Quran, you're using it.
I'm telling you.
We're going to read it. We're going to show you.
Are you ignorant too? Why don't you get
So Abu Bakr is saying it's also a Hafs, and it doesn't agree with the Hafs from Cairo.
your wisdom? Also, you're just as ignorant as that fool standing
Okay, the Shama, these are all the places that Shama disagree. I don't see one. Here we go. Every time Shama disagrees with the Hafs, he writes it in red. That's why it is in red, folks. And that's why you need to be aware. That's number 16, right?
If you prove us, go get educated.
So Abu Bakr Hassim, Ibn Kathir disagrees over and over, and every place he disagrees, he writes it in red. These are disagreements with the Quran you have today. We're just showing you all of the 26 verse. We're showing you the 26 verse. So you can see that there is not one Quran. You guys have never been told it. I can see why you're angry. Get angry. Don't get angry with us.
I read the other one. It's silly. I challenge you. That's the book. Read the first page, man.
Number 18. Zaid ibn Thabit. Zaid al-Sad.
Shut up and read it.
Al-Azraq, sorry. Watched by Al-Azraq. And the one by Al-Azraq, there you see, letters are different. There you can see letters and diacritical, which changes. Everyone changes the meaning. So that's what you've been doing other than looking for those red
Read
words.
it and tell us where the difference is. And I will change to Christianity right now. I will change to Christianity right now.
Number 19 or 20?
Each one. Read Surah 2 in each one.
Number 19. Can you see? We're showing you all of them. We're now up to 19 different Qurans. 19 different Qurans. And you still say there's only one.
Why don't you read Surah 2?
I'm sorry for you folks. Okay, this is Ibn Ahmad Hisham bin Ahmad. And when you look at that, these are all the different disagreements. He has disagreements. Now, here we go. Afterwards.
Right now. Read the debate.
Okay, here we go.
Surah 2.
Let's go through this.
Now forget the Bible. Read Surah 2 in each one. Look at this guy. This guy right here is a robot. Read one Surah in read one Surah. Show us you don't have to. Show us you don't
These are 10 different readings with each chapter. We're going to show you. We're going to get to that. Hold on. We will read them. 10 different readings.
Read it.
And we're going to show you. Here we go. We have Al-Razi, who is different again from the Quran we have today. There you can see the differences. We're just going through these very quickly so you can see. We're now up to number 24, 22, 22.
Can you read them?
I challenge you. Who are you? I didn't know who you are. Abu Hari. Abu Hari. Look at all the blue letters. Every one of them is different from the Quran you have today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yaqub al-Hashimi. And variants. Over and over again, you have variants. Can you see, folks? We're showing you now 23 different Qurans.
Preservation of the Quran.
We're almost
Let's
down to
everyone
26.
scream debate. Because otherwise he wants to speak to
We're up to 24 now. How many did we earn? We said there were 26. You're just Okay, and he disagrees. Over and over again, he disagrees. And these are the disagreements, are they not? So these, everyone you see in red here disagrees with the Quran you have today. I'm a scholar, not you. I don't know who you are. No, I have no idea who you are. I don't know who you are. I was a scholar. I was a back. And you, I don't know who you are. So Abu Ibn al-Yahya.
Who are you?
differences.
I'll tell you 2 minutes. No differences.
Read the same surah from each one.
Everybody.
Read the same surah from each one. If you are a man, read the same
I have a different everybody.
Six different Qurans. Speaking in our position. Yes, yes, yes,
You need a husband.
Okay, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just show you some of these differences. There are thousands of differences. We don't have time to go through thousands of them. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at two different Qurans. We're looking at the Hafs Quran and the Warsh Quran. Just be quiet, quiet. Listen to what I'm saying. Who's scared? You are scared, I can see. And you're angry, I can see. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the differences? Okay, let's show you them now. And we're going to show you between the Hafs and the Warsh. Just two different Qurans. Verse 4. Surah 1, verse 1. And what does it say on Surah 1, verse 4?
Guys,
Here's the difference between the owner and the king. In one case, it says he's the king. In the other case, it says he's the owner. In the Hafs Quran, in Surah 1, ayah 4, it says he's only the king, right? But in the Warsh Quran, that's done in North Africa, you see, it has an extra
Two different words. Prove it.
He thinks that's not enough. We're going to get worse. That's the easiest one. That's the easiest one.
Listen, prove it. 2 words. And then 6 days in there. No. You have two different words, two different writings, two different definitions. We're going to put this. Hold on. We just read it to you while you were yelling. No, you didn't. These are all good on the internet. We will put these up tomorrow on the internet. Go up on Vanderbilt. We were going to show you the Arabic. And they were too angry today. I can see why you're angry. I would be angry if I was a Muslim. All my life I've been lying. I can see why you're angry. No.
sequentially.
Why don't you debate
I have them in sequence.
Surah 2 verse 1.
Why don't you debate somebody? Oh my God. My brother was running the debate. Why are you running the debate? Why are you trying to hide?
Okay, here we go. In the
بدون تصفيق يا شباب بدون تصفيق.
We're going to show this on the internet. All of you can see it. Every slide you will see the Arabic. In the hooks here, it's at the Kinzu. In the words, it's at the Kazu. Which means take here, have taken here. Two different meanings, two different meanings. That is just one example again. We can show you 1,300 examples.
Next one is from Surah Baqarah, verse 1.
شباب شباب يلا 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 يلا
And the
يلا
first one is possible.
يلا يلا
It is enjoyed.
ولا واحد
And the
يلا
second one was. It is instructed.
يلا ولا واحد يلا
They don't want to hear
بعد
this.
يوقف ما راح يقدر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
Here, you have two different meanings, don't you?
Surah 2 verse 122. Arabic
Which one are we on? This one? God bless you all.
Let's go!
It is instructed.
So you have enjoyed in the house. You have instructed in the word. Two different meanings. Two different words. Can you see why he's angry? I would be angry too. But God, thank God you have been told finally you do not have one Quran.
Listen.
We're going to show you many examples of
I don't
this.
listen to lies.
Surah 2, ayah 140.
So, in Hafs
Liar, liar,
it says
liar.
Yakuluna. In Polish version it says Yakuluna. So, they say.
So you have you say in the Hafs, in the whoosh, it is they say. This has theological implications, does it not? Because someone who is a human saying it, now it is there a group of people saying it. But you could be God himself, isn't it? So in one case in the Hafs, God is speaking. In the whoosh again, man is speaking. So can you see why this changes it, doesn't it?
Go away.
Let's go ahead.
What are you talking about Islam? You don't know anything about Islam. Nobody will believe you. You shit.
You shit. Version, it tells us feed the poor man.
Why are you saying no? Not now. Where is your friend? Alibaba.
That's your God, we know, Alibaba. I can see why you've given up on Allah and gone back to Alibaba.
You are
But
Kentucky Fried
folks,
Chicken.
look at this. Here's a huge difference.
You must shave.
In order to receive redemption, according to Surah 2, ayah 184, in Surah 2, 184 in the Hafs version, which is the version we use in Britain today, you must feed one poor man. In the Whoosh version, which is found in North Africa today, you must feed many poor men. So from one poor man, it is many poor men. So which is it? That has huge implications. And that's why we're showing you. We're talking about many differences. We're just giving you a few. Please take a picture and look at it and read it. This is not for our sake. This is for all of your sake. Everything we're doing today, we're putting up on YouTube tomorrow. Look at Vander Films. Fanderfilms. Vander Films spelled with a P. Every one of these will be put up on that film. You will see the differences between that Quran and this Quran. We're going to show you 1,300 differences just between the Hafs and the Wash. Now, we don't have time today to go through all 1,300. We're just going to show you a few.
Because there is no difference.
Because you get so angry, that's why we can't go through all of them. But folks, these are there for you to study. We may be lying. So this will all be put up on YouTube. Go and look at it. And then you Muslims, don't ever say that you have one Quran. Don't ever say that again. We have now shown you 26 Qurans today. 26. Every one of them is different. None of them are exactly the same.
It doesn't mean anything.
So please stop saying it. You do not have one Quran. And everything we're showing you are modern Qurans. These are in existence today. That's Surah 2, Ayah 214.
That's a photocopy.
We haven't done this one yet. Surah 2, Ayah 2.
You still here, liars?
In Hafs version, it is
You're still
that they said. In Polish version, until they said. So, in one of them, it is past tense. In another one, it is future tense.
So here you have, in the Hafs version, that they said, in the Wash version, until they say. Two different renderings in the same verse.
حتى يقول Where is the differences? You translate it wrong.
Let's read it
It's
again.
same. It's same. It's the same.
حتى
يقول. Look. حتى
ويكون, thank you. حتى يكون and ويكون. It's two different tenses, two different meanings. No, don't you pull it for me. Look at it again. It's ويكون and what is حتى يكون?
Wait. You underline two words. Until down, you underline. You circle only one word. It's
That is a
No, see, no, sir.
There it is cool.
حتى يقول.
There it is color.
It's
That is
same.
the difference. Look and see which has the fatha and which has the dhamma.
Why you
The
translate
difference is between fatha and dhamma. Read it. Read it again.
حتى يقول. See, حتى يقول.
حتى يكون is right. Read it again. He didn't read the last part. حتى يكونوا versus حتى يكون.
ليش ترجم خطأ؟
Okay, here. Katala means to fight, does it not? Or fought, past tense. It means fought, past tense. That's enough. Katala, you can get this on the internet. You can get it tomorrow on the internet. Listen, okay, just watch it quickly. Katala, right? That he fought. But when you get to the war, Katila, which means they were killed. So here they were fought. That means the prophets fought. But by the time you get to the war, they were killed. That is a huge
Attention. Don't give up.
Your faces! Muslim people! Your face from here! Come!
You better go. We're going to make it more and more difficult for you. We're only halfway through. Please go.
Muslim people!
Come now. It's getting difficult.
This is Surah 28, verse 4.
So in the Hafs version, it's two works of magic. In the Warsh version, it's two magicians. Can you see the change between the Hafs and the Wash? Can you see it changes completely from two works of magic to two magicians? Completely different meaning. Yet they say it's the same Quran.
So is it possible that Rabbi wrote the Quran?
You're a Jew, I can see why you asked that. But be careful, I don't think a rabbi would make this many mistakes. It's obviously this was written by men, that's true, and not by God. That's not been written by God, it does not come from heaven. This is the mistakes of men. These are normal mistakes, but they change the meaning of the Quran, and these are modern day Qurans. We're not even going to the ancient manuscripts. The archaic manuscripts have many more differences.
Scripture is in the Quran.
It is. But there's also an awful lot of apocryphal literature in the Quran, which is what you would not consider to be authoritative. But let's just keep with the modern day Qurans. These are all found all over the Middle East. These are all Arabic Qurans. We are not saying that we did the work. We didn't do any of this work because we don't know the Arabic like the Arabs who have done it. But they dare not get up on the ladder and do what we did today. They would be killed. We can do what they cannot do because this is Britain. Only in Britain can we do what we're doing today. You saw the reaction of the Muslims.
20 more years and after it's finished.
They would kill us if we tried to do what I said today in any Middle Eastern country. We would not live beyond today. This you can only do at Speaker's Corner. But this is all going up on YouTube so that everybody, even in the Middle East, can watch it. Have you seen how all the Muslims have all now left? They are so angry that they have them all go over there. They don't want them to see this. This is something no Muslim can answer because this is not our Quran, not our books. We didn't write any of these books. These are Muslims' Qurans, Arabic Qurans.
It is the Arabic. It is the Arabic.
This is all in Arabic.
The Arabic, okay?
Surah 34, Ayah 17.
In Hafs version, it is be punished. In Walsh version, it is get punished.
So in Hafs, it's Nugazia. In Warsh, it's Yugaza. So Nugazia to Yugaza changes from we punish to get punished. Two completely different meanings. Two completely different words.
Okay? This is Quran 2 verse 271. This is Hafs version versus Al-Susi and Al-Duri. In Hafs version, it is he, is Al-Susi and Al-Duri, it is we.
So you have a complete different person speaking. He could be God. We could be, has to be people. So here you have completely different person speaking between the Hafs, the Al-Susi, and the Al-Duri. So now we're moving beyond the Wash.
But anyway, we are doomed.
Okay?
You're all doomed.
We are doomed. Demographically.
You turn to Christ. You're not doomed to
Demographically, they want
Now
the
we're
world.
going to look at the Hafs version and the Al-Duri. Folks, we have now found 1,300 differences between the Hafs and the Wash. Just two versions that we showed today. Remember, we held up 26 different Qurans. Two of them, the Hafs and the Wash, are the most famous. And just between those two, we have been able to find 1,300 differences here in London.
Yes, between Hafs and Walsh, there is 1,354 differences.
But there is a group in Melbourne, Australia, all Arab speakers, all of them native Arabs, who are going even further. They're now looking at the others. And these are the things they have found. Here is Surah 2, Ayah 219. In the Hafs version, it says great. In the Al-Kisal, the Abu Hadid, Al-Dini, and says Allah. In the Abu Amr, Allah, in the Al-Duri version, it says big. So is it great? Is it a lot? Or is it big? The same words at the same place in the same sentence.
Different Qurans.
In three, no, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Qurans. You have different words in the same verse. Can you see why this is disturbing Muslims? What we've done today. Folks, what we're going to show you, and what you need to see, we could be lying, and there's been a lot of Muslims that are angry with us because they say, let us see the Arabic. We are going to show you the Arabic. We have shown you the Arabic just now. You can see it better on YouTube. Please go up and look at our talk today. Everything you have seen today will be on YouTube. It is there for you to see. I'm going to give you a review of what we looked at today. This just looks between the Hafs and Wash.
Definition of ignorance.
In Surah 1, Ayah 4, look over here. In the Hafs it says owner of the day. In the Wash it says king of the day. In Surah 2, Ayah 10, in the Hafs it says they lied. In the Wash it says they were lied to. In Surah 2, it says we give mercy. In the Wash it says he gives mercy. In Surah 2, Ayah 125. In the Hafs it says you should take. In the Wash it says they have taken. In Surah 2, Ayah 132. In the Hafs it says, and Abraham enjoined on his sons. In the Wash it says, and Abraham instructed his sons. Two completely different meanings. What did Abraham do? Depending on what Quran you look at. In Surah 2, 140, you say, Gala or Galu. In the Wash it says, they say. Plural. So who's saying it here? Is it someone or is it a people? In Surah 2, 184, a redemption by feeding one poor man or a redemption by feeding poor men, plural, in the Wash. So how do you get redeemed? By feeding one person or many people? Two complete different references. In Surah 2, 214, in the Hafs it says, so that they said, in the Wash, until they said. Which is it? Can you see why this changes? In Surah 2, 259, we shall rise up. And then in Wash it said, we shall make alive. Completely different meanings, yet the same verse. Two different Qurans. Surah 3, 81, I give you. In the Wash, we give you. So who gives us? Does God give us or do people give us? Can you see? That changes the theology depending on which Quran you're looking at. In Surah 3, Ayah 133, and hasten to, or just hasten to. Now we get to Surah 3, Ayah 146. Did the prophets, did they fight or were they killed? Two complete different references, yet the same verse. In the Hafs they fought, in the Wash they were killed. So what were they? You cannot say that these are insignificant. These are hugely significant. God does not make a mistake like that. Man makes mistakes like that. These are man-made books. The Quran is nothing more than a book written by men. Many men who are open to error. And these are examples. These are just the ones we have found. Why is it Muslims don't know about this? And why have they not been taught this? Muslims say the Quran is perfect. It is one. It has never changed. Every Quran is the same. Take a look at these differences. And these are just a few. In Surah 4, 152, he gives them, we give them. In Surah 554, turn your back, turn back. Surah 21, 14, he said, my Lord knows. Say, my Lord knows. Do we say it or is it imperative, does God say it? This is between man or God. Can you see why this is hugely significant? Surah 28, 48, two words of magic or two magicians? Are these words or are these people? Two complete different meanings. In Surah 34, Ayah 17, we punish versus get punished. One's imperative, one is what we do. Surah 91:15, and for him no fear, therefore for him no fear. Now folks, we have shown you many differences today. We could show you 1,300 differences. We opened up 26 different Qurans. We showed you how many of them have red words. Every time you see a red word, that is a variant with this Quran and the Quran that we use today, the Hafs Quran, the Al-Azhar Quran, that was canonized in 1924, less than 100 years ago. Prince Philip is older than the Quran we use today, the Arabic Quran we use today. We've talked about this many times. But we're not just looking at that Quran. We're looking at 26 different Qurans. We held them up. There you can see a picture of them. All 26. And those are the ones we have found. There may be many others that we haven't found yet. These are the ones that we have been able to find in Jordan and in Lebanon and also in Morocco. You Muslims now need to look at all your Qurans. Don't trust your imams. They have been lying to you. And you saw the reaction of the Muslims today. You saw how angry they got. That anger is because they have been told all their lives that there is only one Quran. And that Quran has never changed. And that for 1400 years, it has always remained the same. That there is no letter, that there is no dot, that there is no vowel that's any different between the Quran you have today and the Quran that was given to Muhammad. We have pretty well destroyed that today. We've showed you 26 different Qurans. And in every one of those 26 Qurans, we have found difference after difference after difference. This is just one of those examples. Now, folks, we do need to talk about the Bible. Hatun, we have the Bible, don't we, Beth? Would we make this claim about the Bible? No! Do we say that the Bible is perfect and unchanged?
No, Bible is written by living beings, by 40 different people in different locations. Bible is the witness, the word of God. Bible is witness to Jesus, and Bible is revelation to
Don't bring Jesus now, because you have a night mirror, guys. Don't compare.
Today, we can chase them and
Mr. Liar, can I see one verse?
Okay, let's look at how many different manuscripts of the New Testament in Greek do we have today? 5,839 manuscripts in Greek. They are not all the earliest ones, are they? And in those 5,800 manuscripts, how many differences have we found within all 5,000 of those manuscripts?
Scholars will tell us there are approximately 400,000 variations.
Muslims tell us that. And so does some scholars like Bert Allman says that there are 400. How many real differences are there between those 5,000 manuscripts?
We know there are 40 verses are edited, or we are not confident where they vary.
There are 40 verses that should not be there, that could be out. But the ones that should be there, how many differences have we been able to find from the original manuscript?
Because we've got 5,839 manuscripts, which makes 400,000 variations. That gives approximately 17 variations per manuscript.
If you add all the hundreds of thousands back to the original ones, the original differences are 17. There are only 17 different manuscript variants.
One manuscript contains approximately 17 differences.
Okay, one manuscript will have 17 differences. But when they're copied out by hundreds of thousands of copyists, every one of them makes another one. So that's where you get 400,000. But if you trace it back, it goes to 17 differences. Less than 1%. Less than 1%. And we know where those differences are, do we not? And we tell the people where those differences are.
I can find Bible, which tells me there is manuscript variations.
And then we put a line before, and we put a line after, and we warn the reader where every one of those manuscript differences are.
But I cannot do that for the Quran.
But the Quran, no one has ever done that with the Quran. No one has ever done that with the Quran, have they?
No, I cannot find that anyway.
So we are now doing the same test to the Quran that we've done to the Bible. The Bible, we know where the variants are. Do they change the meaning of any of the texts? For the Bible. Let me give you one famous example. In the Bible, Jesus goes up to the upper room. In John, the book of John, it says that he goes up with the 12. What 12 does he go up with? Later on, another copyist puts the word disciples. Like not right now. Not right now. He puts up the 12 disciples. So the disciples is added at a later date. Now hundreds of thousands have copied disciples. So the Muslims say, and Bart Ehrman says, there are 400,000 variants. Does that change the meaning? Whether it's 12 or 12 disciples?
We tired of bringing
what we're talking about. We would never say that there's no copious errors.
Yes, there are copies. We are open about it. We are privileged to look at those 4,000 manuscripts.
400,000. I think you bring your one the European Union to carry your book.
We are not able to do that.
So we know where the variants are. We even warn the readers. We know that these are copious errors. They don't change the meaning at all. But why have the Muslims not done that with the Quran? Why have you Muslims not done the same work with the Quran? Okay, let's go on. So when you look at these variants, we have just now looked at them today. They change the meaning in every case, don't they?
Why you guys bodyguard today? Are you guys bodyguard today?
It does change the meaning. There are variations which doesn't change the meaning, but today we looked at the one which changed the meaning.
Now those of you who are watching this on YouTube, others who are watching it here, be careful when you hear Muslims say that the Quran is not changed. We have shown you 26 different Qurans today. In every one of them, there are differences. Not just one, not just two. There are thousands of differences. The team in Melbourne has already found 5,000. 5,000 differences they have found in the one in Melbourne, right? We're going to find many thousand more. This is the first time we've come down to show it to you. I can see why you Muslims have been angry today. I would be angry if I had not been told this.
If you live your life for 60 years on the line and suddenly a Christian guy who comes out because he loves you, he tells you your Quran is corrupted, that is hard for our dear Mr. friends.
Or mocks you by doing that voice like that. You're mocking her, but that's fine. This has all been recorded. And everybody's going to see how the Muslims mock your voice. God bless you. You're a woman. They don't like women on the ladder. They don't like women speaking about the Quran. Yes, you do. You mock her voice. You make fun of her. But we don't mock anybody, do we? You still love that man, don't you?
I love them and Jesus loves them.
We don't mind.
He gave his life for us. But we can trust the Word of God, can't we? We can trust the Word of God. Not only because we know it was written by man.
Nothing to do with you.
Inspired by God, but written by man.
This guy, you want to
So
debate
that's
you.
why we can
Are you
trust
a
the
man?
Bible.
Hey, you look like
We can trust it because when it talks about human
you are really man
condition,
debating.
it tells us exactly what we are, who we are, what our problems is, and what God can do for us. And what's the major story that we read about in the Bible?
Doesn't matter. We're Muslims.
What is the Bible all about?
We very happy to do with you. At least we don't have a God man.
Children so
Nothing to do with you. At least we don't have that God.
Now, he's saying that out of perfect relationship with God.
The Bible is that message, is it not? We know that it's the Word of God written by man. We know that it could be open to manuscript variants. We know that there is all that possibility that there could be changes. But there are so many manuscripts that have been preserved that we pretty well know 99.98%, right? 0.99%. That's why we know today that we can trust the Bible. And the message of the Bible is this, and every Muslim needs to hear this, that you cannot take care of your sin. Only God can do this for you. And it is Jesus, who was God in flesh, that came to earth, according to the Bible, to die on the cross for every one of you. And that's what the Bible's all about, is it not? In the beginning, it says there was a problem. That had to be eradicated by God himself. And it was God who came to earth to destroy sin, to bring about life, to give us eternal life, so that we can be with God again. Folks, that's the message of the Bible. God died and rose again. And that's the only thing you need to know. Your Quran does not tell you that. Now, one of the 26 Qurans offer any salvation. There's only one book that offers salvation. And what is that book that offers salvation? What is that book that offers salvation? What is that book that offers salvation?
You ignore me. You keep ignoring me. You are an idiot. And you don't know how to talk to me.
I am so glad I can talk to God.
You can't talk
Come on,
to
folks.
me.
Come on back. Every one of you Muslims have been angry today. You don't need to be angry. We love you. God loves you.
You're doing good job.
But stop reading the Quran.
We're very happy to
Leave the
advertise in
Quran
our
behind.
religion more.
Come on back to Jesus Christ.
Talk to me.
And come back to his
You're
Bible.
afraid from me.
There are hundreds of people here. He wants me to talk to you.
Because you're an idiot. You know that.
Because I'm an idiot, he wants me to talk to him. He calls me an idiot, then he wants me to talk to him. All right, let's continue on. We're going to bring this down.
Keep going.
What have we done today?
Keep going.
But today, they were able to show them 26 different Qurans. They're all different from one another.
Okay. Did you all hear her, what she said? Today we ask the question, is there just one Quran? No, there isn't. We now have proof that there is not just one Quran. There's al-Ruzi Quran. There's the Wash Quran. There's the Hadith Quran.
I don't care.
There's the Al-Duri Quran. I mean, the list goes on and on. Up to 26 different Qurans. And now one of the 26 agrees completely with the Hafs Quran that we use today. In fact, we looked at 4 different Hafs Qurans this week. 6 different, excuse me. We saw 6 different Hafs Qurans. Okay, we looked at the other 6, which disagrees with the Al-Azhar Quran that became official in 1924, less than 100 years ago. So there is no one Quran. There are